John, Big Bad John.
All right, we are back live. I'm in a news blitz now here, ladies and gentlemen. Want to first tell you about a few of the sponsors that made today's radio show possible, and I believe in all these sponsors. eFoodsDirect.com. We don't have to remind you that you need food to survive, and our great sponsor, eFoods Direct, is the longest continually operating storable foods company in the country. They also happen to be true patriots and have supported the freedom movement for years and years. They have incredible lines of already prepared meals, raw meals. It is the place, and they produce their food every month, brand new, not some 10-year-old crud. A lot of people out there, like to say they're the best. Well, this is the best I've found. This is the real deal. eFoodsDirect.com, or give them a call at 800-409-5633, 800-409-5633, or check out the big banners on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Continuing, I want to tell you about SurvivalSeedBank.com. Everybody should buy one of these, plant it this spring, but buy another and save it. Get good at gardening. The journey of 1,000 miles, as the old Chinese proverb states, starts with a single step. And just getting back to gardening, turning the TV off a few hours a day on Saturday and Sunday is just a wonderful thing to do. And to grow some non-hybrid, non-GMO seeds. The globalists are buying up all the little seed companies, hoarding it at UN facilities. People don't believe me about that. You can just Google it. It's like Reuters, AP. In fact, pull up UN Seed Vault, Arctic Circle. It'll be like a Reuters article. It'll show the new Secretary General touring it, troops guarding it from you. Point is, survivalseedbank.com, 877-327-0365, 877-327-0365. And last but not least, I want to tell you about Ecola Blue, the atmospheric water generator, because of the overwhelming need in Haiti. They've already shipped one of their giant units over there. Ecola Blue is donating 20% of every Ecola Blue 28 and Ecola Blue 30 sold to Convoy of Hope, which is a good charity to benefit the relief efforts in Haiti. Convoy of Hope already works in Haiti. It's a real charity. Ecola Blue has already donated a commercial-sized atmospheric water generator and power generator to provide an infinite supply of water to many Haitians. Because of the capital's fresh water supply system was destroyed by the earthquake, lights of saving pure water is of paramount importance. So every purchase you make, 20% goes to that. EcolaBlue.com, or give them a call at 800-691-6043, 800-691-6043, or there's a big banner up on Infowars.com. Okay. Healthcare's in deep trouble, can be beaten. We've got to put major heat on them to make sure that falls apart and let all the Democrats and Republicans in the House and the Senate know you're going to be voting against them and campaigning against them if they let the insurance companies and banks take over, raise taxes, put people in prison if they don't buy health care, control health care, water health care down, cut Medicare and Medicaid. That's one of the big final dominoes we haven't beaten. Geithner's on the verge of being kicked out. Bernanke may not get reapproved. Make sure you call Congress on that. Geithner was absolutely grilled along with Henry Paulson. They're both crooks. They need to go to prison. And I covered that in the first hour of the show in detail. If you missed it, the retransmission's coming up in T-minus 24 minutes. Getting into other news that I've not yet covered. I mentioned this, but I want to get into it more right now. Send California inmates to Mexico, says Schwarzenegger. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger suggested Californians could ease its crowded prison system, half of their systems full of illegal aliens, by sending thousands of undocumented inmates to specially built jails in Mexico. And then he goes on to say that California would pay for the prisons. Well, they're already set up a North American hemispheric ID card that you can get right now. They're already merging the security and police apparatus. This was talked about in the SPP documents from 2007, 2006, and 5. And so how about we take the illegal aliens and bust them up to the border and order the Mexicans to take them? See, the criminals in Mexico, the people fleeing, the bank robbers, the murderers, the rapists, the arsonists, the crazies. Imagine if Mexico would take all U.S. criminals. People would then run to Mexico. And in the past, gringos could run down to Mexico, and that's where criminals went. Well, it's the same thing. And that's what's happening, is that all these criminals and others are coming up here, and then we have to pay for it. And we also have to get mugged and killed and robbed and looted. And every major Californian city is a sanctuary city like Austin, Texas. They don't get arrested for DWI. They don't get arrested for no ID. They're told leave it alone. But citizens are thrown to the wolves. Citizens are arrested. I mean, our city's completely lawless. Speaking to reporters at the Sacramento Press Club, Schwarzenegger said California could ease its strained finance by billions of dollars if 20,000 illegal immigrants currently held in the state were housed across the border. I think we can do some better if the prison system alone, if we can go and take inmates, for instance, 20,000 inmates that are illegal immigrants that are held here and get them to Mexico. Think about it. Think about it. If California gives Mexico the money, not, hey, you take care of them, these are your citizens. No, not at all. I mean, it's just the guy's retarded. I mean, I'm sorry. We pay them to build the prison down in Mexico. And then we have those undocumented immigrants down there in prison. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. It would half the cost to build the prison and run the prison. We could save $1 billion, right? That could go into higher education. Yes, brainwash the kids more. That's what we need. The more money they spend, the dumber they get. So, I mean, that's just the type of crud. We don't dare ship illegal criminals out. No. I mean, instantly, they could say, we're not accepting your consular matriculas. We're not letting your illegals wire 50-plus billion home a year if you don't take criminals and pay for it yourself. But the globalists love butchering America, so they're going to continue to let the entire third world criminal mass move here. And then you're going to vote for more police, and then they're going to be there to feed off you and write you tickets. And if they pull an illegal over by accident, just go ahead and go. You can go ahead and go now. I already mentioned airlines suffered record drop in traffic in 2009 because of the naked body scanners and other things. People are sick of it. Dying news media looks to Apple tablet for hope. They think now that because they'll have an Apple tablet that people carry around, that suddenly they're going to want to read the mainstream newspapers or subscribe. Well, that is disproven by this little gem that I want to spend some more time on. Then I'm going to get some news I haven't gotten to yet. Give me a close shot on this, Document Cam. After 3 months, only 35 subscriptions for Newsday website. Again, another giant hoax is that the newspapers are falling apart because of the internet. No, that's a small part of it. It's because people are sick of you and your distortions, and they don't want to support you. There are alternative newspapers doing gangbusters. People will pay for something they trust, for something that's informative. They will not pay for crud. People will pay for a PrisonPlanet.tv membership. They get all the films, my book, Watson's book, the live streaming TV show. They understand what this costs. They know what we're doing. They want to support us. They know what we're doing is good. They are not going to support you. 35 subscribers. Newsday is gigantic. I mean, I haven't looked at the statistics, but it's got to be in the top 15 or so media outlets in the country. I know it's the biggest thing in New York, the third most populous state. I mean, it is just giant. And they can't get 35 subscriptions. They've got thousands of employees. You'd think they'd want subscriptions to be able to read what's on there. I guess they already get them. 35. I mean, that is incredible. And by the way, Newsday is one of the better mainstream publications. I mean, they exposed how the CPS was taking kids in New York and giving them to chemical firms to test pesticides on them until they killed them. That was 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, I've actually seen some good reporting on a Newsday. It's overall not a good thing, though, that the newspapers are completely imploding, because the government's saying they're going to come in now with government information and government newspapers and government sites and government bailouts, i.e. taking over the newspapers. In late October, Newsday, the Long Island Daily, that the Dolans bought for $650 million, put its website, Newsday.com, behind a paywall. The paper was one of the first non-business newspapers to take the plunge by putting up a paywall. So, in media circles, it has been followed with interest. Could its fate be a sign of what others, including the New York Times, might expect? The New York Times has done okay with subscription. They have a part of their stuff subscription. That's the way to do it. And I discovered all this instinctively. I just thought, I want to give everything away for free, but I can't afford it. So we'll have premium stuff for people that will pay. But I wanted to just get out to people, so we were successful because we have the big audience.